That's not good. Mini strawberry cheesecake, cupcake like
things.
We have
It's got fruit on the bottom.
It does not have fruit on the bottom.
I'm joking. That would be cool though.
Daiya, if you're watching, John wants fruit on the bottom. Hello and welcome to Omnis Eat Vegan. Today we are taste testing cheesecakes. We're gonna do this one a little bit different. We could only find the Daiya brand cheesecakes. We have a New York style cheesecake and a strawberry cheesecake. And those are the only two we could find in the grocery store. So we went ahead and we made our homemade cheesecakes. You'll see the cooking video for cheesecakes on Thursday of this week. Here we have the end products. This is our original vanilla flavored homemade cheesecake that John cooked. And then we have mini strawberry cheesecakes that we're gonna taste test as well. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the Daiya cheesecakes. So that's interesting. So that's not what I expected to see when I opened these up. Oh. I don't know about you guys, but you can see it here. This is the strawberry one. We'll go ahead and start with the New York style. So here's the New York style cheesecake. It's interesting looking. You can't really tell from there. I doubt on the camera you can really tell the texture. It doesn't quite look like cheesecake, but we'll see. Now we only let these defrost for 3 hours instead of the 5 hours I think it recommended, so it's still a little bit
Ice cream cake.
a little bit frozen. It's not too bad. We'll just cut some small pieces here and get these out. Wow.
Yep.
Now, it is a little hard because it's not fully defrosted. The flavor's pretty good, I think. The texture's not quite right. I mean, even though it's a little hard, it's not very creamy. What do you think, Neil?
That's good. I like it. I think it's really good. I mean, compared to regular cheesecake, it's not exactly it, but still, as a cake, it's good.
I like desserts, so I think it tastes good, but I don't think the texture's quite right. Even though it's frozen, I don't think the texture's quite right for normal cheesecake.
No.
It didn't surprise me that it tastes this good. Only because Daiya seems to be, able to pull off some very convincing dairy-free products. For me, I would have probably liked the crust to be maybe around the back. I like graham cracker crust, or graham cracker.
I think this crust is a little dry.
The Daiya to me has there's like a chemical, not a chemical, well, it's sort of a chemical. It's not overpowering, it just doesn't taste 100%. But I've had this taste when I've had really processed cheesecakes before. It could just be a cheesecake thing. I'm not a big fan of the cheesecake.
Okay. And I like cheesecake, so I think...
You like cheesecake? So I would probably give it, a 5 out of 10.
The Daiya.
The Daiya.
The regular.
Yeah, the regular New York cheesecake. It's not anything that I would say is
popular.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a cheesecake.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
This is creamier. The homemade one's creamier. Oh, what would you give the Daiya out of 10, Neil?
I give it a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably give the Daiya maybe a 7 out of 10. So, I like the Daiya. This though,
It's good.
it has a richer flavor, but the texture's off. It's not.
It's more like pudding.
Yeah, whereas the Daiya is very thick and heavy and dense. This is more, like you said, it's more like pudding
Yeah.
than a cheesecake.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to compare apple to apples, it's not. The texture is 100%, but closer to 100% with the Daiya than the one I made. But I mean, the one I made tastes okay.
Mm-hmm.
It just tastes like. Actually, it really to me it tasted like one big Oreo cookie.
Huh.
Not 100%, because the cream in the middle there, or the cheesecake filling.
It definitely has a cheesecake flavor.
Yeah, it's similar. I mean, I don't think the flavor is entirely off, but it's definitely whatever it is. You can tell that it's one, it's homemade. Two, it's a cheesecake style, but it's not. I didn't make a cheesecake.
Yeah. So
Now,
out of 10, what would you give yours?
I give mine a 5. I don't think it's anything. Again, I don't think I'd give it anything special. I mean, it's just the dessert.
I think I would give it a 7 out of 10 along the lines of Daiya. I think I could take either one of these and eat them. They're good for different reasons for me, but I could take either one. What do you think, Neil?
I give it an 8 out of 10.
You're gonna give me
An
an
8 out of 10. Look at you.
Okay, thank you, son.
I believe this will be the best one.
You're voting that that one is going to be the best one overall.
Yes. I believe it is the best. It will be the best one overall.
Okay.
I think it's if I have to give anything, if that ends up the case, it's going to be the Oreo crust that saves me.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and cut open the Daiya strawberry cheesecake. It has a very heavy strawberry scent to it. Not heavy, but a very good strawberry scent to it. This one seems to have defrosted a little bit better than the other one did. This one's a little softer, so we might get a better texture out of this one. Okay, so Daiya strawberry. It's got a really nice color to it. The really nice pink color to it.
Tastes like strawberries. It's not bitter.
Tastes like strawberries.
Not bitter. Strawberry taste is good. It's very sweet. It's much more sweeter.
Yeah.
It's a sweeter
That one's sweet.
It's a sweeter strawberry taste more than a bitter one, and I like that. I like how it's more sweet than bitter.
That is, I think that's a little bit too sweet for me. I don't know. What do you think?
I think the strawberry cheesecake tastes a lot like strawberry yogurt.
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very sweet. It is very smooth. I think the textures.
Yeah, I think it's got the same texture as the New York style.
Yeah. I mean,
It's denser.
yeah, and then that's your traditional cheesecake is supposed to be very
No.
dense. I don't think mine's.
I wouldn't say that.
You think the texture's somewhere between these two?
I do.
Like mine and.
Non-vegan. I think it's a little bit thicker or a little bit denser than your homemade. Not as dense as the Daiya.
Okay. You're more of a cheesecake expert than I am.
I like cheesecake.
You like cheesecake. No.
So I would give the strawberry, I'd give it a 5 out of 10.
I only give it a 4 out of 10. I would not choose to eat this. I mean, it's cheesecake. Like I said, I barely gave mine, and I cooked it. And normally, I'm a big fan of what I cook, no matter what it is. Desserts are not my thing.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
You're giving it a 7. Okay, very good.
Okay. So, as a final comparison, we're going to taste John's homemade cheesecake minis. Now, these are strawberry. We use strawberry cream cheese to make these. We had an interesting time with these cheesecake minis. So, go ahead and watch the cooking video, and you'll see how we did with this one. The crust is very hard on this. That's good.
It's not very strawberry.
No. And if you want to know why, watch the cooking video. Coming out on Thursday.
Strawberry. It's like not.
It does not have an intense strawberry flavor.
That or even the color of it is not very strawberry. Like
The cream cheese that we used did not have a heavy strawberry, heavy pink color either.
honestly, it just tastes like this.
This one has more crust than cheesecake, so.
Where Dad said this tastes just like a giant Oreo cookie, I would disagree with him. This is the one that actually does. Because it basically tastes like Oreo cookie with cream on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would have liked the design of what I was doing would have had more cream cheese on top. And without giving anything away, like Jessica said, this is sort of a teaser for the cooking video. yeah, there were high hopes on my part to see how these turned out, and I'm not upset with the way they turned out, but it's definitely not what I had envisioned as a chef for this dessert.
So what would you give it out of 10?
I'd only give it a 3 out of 10, and maybe I'm still sort of like maybe I'm just a little leftover bitter from.
A little traumatized?
A little traumatized, I guess you would say, from the cooking incident. So, I don't know.
I would actually give your homemade ones a 6 out of 10. I'd give them higher than the Daiya. Just because the Daiya is so sweet.
Yeah.
The Daiya strawberry is so sweet.
So, you could have used real strawberries for it.
I could have.
I think the real strawberries could have also benefited.
So you're gonna leave a comment and say next time you add real strawberries? A real strawberry puree.
Sure.
Puree.
But what did I get?
It would have been. I agree. And, I think if I would have taken like the recipe or the filling that I made for the vanilla cheesecake and added a strawberry puree, I think I could have ended up with something
More strawberry-ish.
more strawberry and more just better.
I would give it a 6 out of 10.
You give it a 6 out of 10.
And I want to give it a 7 out of 10 because it's on. Screw it. It is a 7 out of 10 actually. Because it is better. I find that it's better than the New York Cheesecake.
You think that Dad's strawberry is better than the New York Daiya?
The New York Cheesecake, yeah. And it's right on. It's right on similar with the strawberry cheesecake. And I still believe Dad's cheesecake is a better one.
Thanks, son.
It's the Oreo crust.
Yeah, it's the Oreo crust, guys.
No, it just actually tastes like.
Okay.
So there you have it. Watch the cooking video. You'll get to see how we made the two homemade cheesecakes. They turned out all right, and you have our opinions on the Daiya cheesecakes as well. Honestly, from my opinion, I don't think I'd buy the Daiya cheesecakes again, just because they're quite expensive comparatively. They're about, at least here we paid $7.99 for them, and they're fairly tiny, and I just didn't like them well enough myself to buy them again for that price. I don't think I'd buy them again. I'd maybe go for some non-dairy ice cream over something like this. We haven't tried any of the other vegan type desserts, so we might try some more of those in future videos. But from my opinion, I'd just get a non-dairy ice cream or something like that over something like this. I wouldn't be opposed to trying to make something at home again, though.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna be looking for further recipes. So please post any vegan dessert recipes down below so that I can try to fulfill Jessica's sweet tooth.
So, and I have a sweet tooth. So if you liked our video today, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of our content, and leave us a comment if you have any feedback for us. We'd appreciate it. Thank you from the crew here at Omnis Eat Vegan, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
It would have been. Okay.
No, this is not for Wednesday.
All right.